Very good morning, one and all. I welcome to you this last type of dispersion, that is standard deviation. Already we discussed about the first three dispersion, that is measures of dispersion, namely range, mean deviation, quartile deviation, and this one is the last type of measures of dispersion and very important for the point of examination also, right? Standard deviation. What is standard deviation? Standard deviation. See, the word is itself says that in the deviation it was a standard one. Mean deviation, quartile deviation, and a standard deviation. Out of these three deviations, study, this deviation is called standard deviation. Standard deviation, in the deviation only it was a standard. And this concept of standard deviation is developed by or introduced by the statistician, namely Karl Pearson. So it is popularly known as Karl Pearson's standard deviation, right? So this was developed by statistician, and his name is Karl Pearson. I think you are seeing now here in this area, Karl Pearson, right? This was the person. He is the person to introduce the or improve the deviation of the mean deviation to the standard deviation. Then what is standard deviation? Standard deviation, if you read this part here to here, the standard deviation is defined as the root means square root of the mean of the square deviations taken from the arithmetic mean. So it is the square root of the mean deviation taken from the arithmetic mean. So root of the mean of the square. So you find the mean, its root, and its squared value is called standard deviation, right? So if they are asking you an exam, all you need to write this formula only. What is standard deviation? It is the squared, it is a root of the mean of the squared deviation. It is taken from the arithmetic mean. That you have to write. Is that clear? Now, what are the merits of standard deviation? So okay, it is symbolically called sigma. It is there actually. The word called sigma. This symbol is used in the standard deviation, like x bar is in mean, a mean, median, like that. This symbol in a Greek word, it is called sigma. So you can read it as sigma, or it is a standard deviation symbol. What are the merits of standard deviation? The first one is standard deviation is the best measure for dispersion of all. If you compare the all kinds of dispersion, and this was the one of the best method in the dispersion, that is the mean deviation, quartile deviation, and range. If you compare all these things, this was the best one. And it is rigidly defined. Rigidly means accurately you can say that the answer. It is not based on all observations, right? So it is actually not actually, it is based on. I am removing now this not word. It is based on all observations. You cannot say that some of the variables if you are missing, you are not getting accurate standard deviation. So you need to use all observations because it is based on mean. Algebraic signs of the standard deviations are ignored. Whatever the signs are there, it may be ignored. It is not ignored actually. So the algebraic signs of the deviations are not ignored. If it is minus, you can show it minus, or plus means plus only. It is not ignored. But as it is called standard deviation, square root. So root of the mean means what? If the root value comes, negative value comes positive only. So at the end of the point of the standard deviation, you never get any negative value of the standard deviation. So it is called, there is no the ignoring the sign. It has a further sampling stability. Yes, it is by using after this standard deviation, you are using it in many of the other the purposes. So I think as we are the commerce faculty or management faculty, we are using the standard deviation most of the cases for risk analysis purpose, like that. And it is if it is there in demerits, it is difficult to calculate and easy to understand. Somehow some of the cases, if three variables are there, if combined deviations are there, it is difficult to find. Yes, it is difficult to find for the fundamental. It is not affected by extreme items. Extreme items mean it is not affected by extreme items. Extreme items means it is affected actually. Not affected means it is affected by extreme items. Extreme items means the beginning and end number is affected. This measure does not give accurate result. So sometimes you are not getting the accurate one. Even though it is called accurate here, but I am saying here sometimes it is inaccurate also. it is not capable of further mathematical treatment. So if by using the derivations like that, you cannot say that is there any the things are there to go for the further mathematical the area. So this was the area of your merits and demerits of the standard deviation. You write it and you use it in the solution also. This was the formula. So this formula I am not using now because it is not there for your syllabus. So I am using this discrete and continuous formula, but while solving the problem I will give you the detailed information of that, and its relative measure. Standard deviation relative measure is coefficient of standard deviation, this formula. What is coefficient of variation? Standard deviation by mean into 100. So difference between these two is what actually? Only one thing is there. Here into not 100 is there, here into 100 is there, right? So this was coefficient of standard deviation, this was coefficient of variation. It comes in the fraction, it comes in the percentage. Sorry. That was the difference between these two. Then what is variance? Variance equal to standard deviation square, or right, variance equal to what? Standard deviation square. Then what is standard deviation? That is the one more case. So variance equal to standard deviation square. Then what is standard deviation? What is standard deviation? Standard deviation equal to what? Standard deviation equal to root of variance. This formula, these two formula, you have to remember. Variance equal to square of the standard deviation. What is standard deviation? Square root of the variance. Then difference between the mean deviation and standard deviation. Obviously, in mean deviation your signs are ignored, plus or minus, but it is considered here. Mean deviation cannot be calculated either from the median or mean, but here only it is computed in the mean. So it means it may be computed from the mean, median, mode, but in this case standard deviation case only you have to use mean only. So that was these two are the difference between these two, mean deviation and standard deviation. I will repeat it once again. Mean deviation is ignore the signs plus minus, but it considered the plus minus. In mean deviation is computed from mean, median or mode, but here it is computed from only mean, not median, not mode. I hope that this theory session is clear to each one of you, because theory is also very important. Now I will take you all for solution of the problems. So as per the syllabi, I said that many times the syllabus is based on only which type of questions, not individual series. Only will have the ungrouped data and grouped data questions. So I will take you now solution of the questions, right? Hello, solution of question number 1. As we discussed the theory, now this was the problem on the whatever they discussed in theory. The question number 1 is like this. If you read the question is like this. So the question is, calculate the standard deviation and coefficient of standard deviation and coefficient of variation, right? So what is the standard deviation? Standard deviation formula is this one, because this question is based on which type of question? The question is based on discrete series or ungrouped data. Then the formula of ungrouped data is this one. This formula is standard deviation for ungrouped data, and this formula is for continuous series or grouped data. Remember, this was ungrouped, this was grouped, discrete or continuous. We'll see the whatever the information we need for this, we need to use it, right? So start with the solution. This marks means what? These marks means x. Number of students means frequency. So I will take marks as a x and frequency as a number of students, right? So I will take these two as the symbolical, right? So we need to use these values. Okay, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, last is 60. Then what is frequency? 8, 12, 20, 10, 7, last 3. Then what you have to find now? We need the mean also. Mean formula is what? Discrete series or ungrouped data, fx by n. For this we need this one. Then we need the d also, right? D also, then this one. Now what we need to do now? We need to find the first d. How to find the d? D equal to, in the x value, whatever the smallest number from 10 to 60, which one is smallest number? That number subtract here. Smallest number is 10. See, 10 is the smallest number, so take a 10, right? So this number you have to take here. 10 is the smallest number, So why I use 10? Because it is smallest number. Always use the smallest number in order to negative, ignore the negative, right? So this was the one method. Next, the solution is like this now. 10 minus 10, 0. 20 minus this 10, 10. Like 30 minus 10, this 30 minus 10 is how much? 20. Next, 40 minus 10, 30. Like next, 40. And last 60 minus 10. 60 minus 10 is how much? 50. So this was a D. Then how to find the FD first, FD square next. So F into D. How to find F into D? 8 into 0. Right? 0. Next, 12 into 10. 120. 20 into 20. 400. Next, 10 into 30. 300. 7 into 40. 28. 7 4 jar 28, that is 280. 3 into 50, 150. So the total is need. If you add the total, you will get total of this one. Next, we need to find the FD square. Remember what we need? FD square. So how to find the FD square? This was not a 2 actually, this was a square actually. I will show how to do this square, right? So FD square is there now. FD square. How to find the FD square? D into FD. Here D into D is a D square. F as it is same comes. So D into FD. Remember D into FD you will take like here now. 0 into 0, 0 only. Next 10 into 120, 1200. 20 into 40, 400, that is 8000. 30 into 300, that is 9000. 9000. Then 40 into 280, you need to multiply this one into this one, you will get this one. This one into this one multiply, you will get the total of this one. Then you find the total. So how to find the FD? In this way, right? D into FD, you will get this one. So we got all the things. Before to go to the next one, lastly you have to find Fx. Fx formula is what? Fx is required for mean purpose. 10 into 8. Remember 10 into this 8. How much? 10 into 8, 80. 20 into 12, 240. Right? Then 30 into 20, rupees 600. Then 40 into 10, it was 400. Like that, 50 into 7, 350. 60 into 3 is 180. Then you find the total. So we need the total of Fx is 1850. Now I will use one by one of this number. So first I will use mean. What is mean formula? Mean formula is Fx by n. What is Fx here? Arithmetic mean equal to, formula is what? The value is 1850, that is Fx total, divided by frequency total. What is frequency total here? You add the frequency of all these, you will get the 60. So 60 is the value. Then what is the answer for this arithmetic mean? So arithmetic mean equal to 1850 divided by 60. The answer is 30.833. So this was the answer for this. Next, we need to use standard deviation now. What is standard deviation? Standard deviation formula is like this, right? What is standard deviation? Use the standard deviation formula, this one. So standard deviation equal to, I will use this now instead of symbols, SD. SD equal to, what is SD equal to? Use this formula, number, all these numbers, right? How to find all these numbers? You need to find, so root of all these figures, root of all these figures. I will show it you now. So first what you have to do, you need to write FD square. Summation of FD square is how much here? 36,900 divided by how much? N total. N total is 60. So make sure that bracket. Better to use the bracket. Minus FD square. FD whole square is there. FD divided by N whole square. What is FD? FD is here 1250. 1250 divided by N is 60. It's a square, whole square, right? So if you write it as 2 means whole square, right? So then square root is there. If you see this, the formula to subtracted here number now, then you 3600 by 60 minus 1250 by 60 whole square, you remove this one 3600 by 60, you do it comes 615, and 1250 by 60 difference, and it's a square. First you make the divide by this one, and whatever the value comes, the square of that one, it comes 434.02. So now you need to subtract this one minus this one and remove the root. Your standard deviation is this one. How much is standard deviation? 13.45. So this was the answer of your standard deviation. Next, coefficient of standard deviation, this formula. What is coefficient of standard deviation formula? It was like this, very simple formula. You need to use this simple formula. So formula is equal to standard deviation. Standard deviation is 13.45 divided by mean. Mean is how much here? 30.83. So if you use this one, what 13.45 divided by 30.83. If you do this one, you will get 0.43 is the answer. How much? The answer is 0.43. 436, actually it was 44. And if you do the coefficient of variation, the formula is like this. It was not like that difference, only you have to multiply, that is into 100. Now 13.45 is the standard deviation, divided by arithmetic mean is 30.83 into 100 now, because into 100 why? Into 100 because it is into 100 is there actually in the formula. So into 100. So now your answer is 43.63. 43.63 rounded. Clear? So I hope that this solution is clear to each one of you. So now I will show you in the board now. Next problems I will show in the board, right? So I hope that this question number 1 is clear to each one of you, right? So I will send you theory as well as this problem, then I will come to you live. Thank you.